happens
Yeah.
if
I mean,
nobody's
like
there.
the chance of someone like living in your room when you're not there is very low.
Very low. You're right. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of an interesting discussion. Sometimes this is episode 35. Fuck KD. How's everybody doing today? You know, how was your week? How was your Thanksgiving week? You know, happy Thanksgiving to all your murdering peoples. What's up?
What?
Okay. Happy Thanksgiving, guys. I did not do anything but get on Zoom with my friends and drink a little bit. Harsha, I know you did a bunch. You cock. What'd you do?
Cock.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. I'm thankful for this podcast. I would like to say that first.
Damn.
But on Thanksgiving Day, it was my dad's birthday, so we gave him some gifts and we all helped cook lunch. We didn't cook anything like spectacular, just like a couple dishes, but it was pretty fun just to all four of us get to talk and spend the day together.
What was the highlight of the dishes you made?
So we made, my mom Googled some honey and some other sauce roasted sweet potatoes or baked sweet potatoes or something. So I did like peeling and cutting and baking the sweet potatoes. The oven did most of the work, but had to set temperature and stuff.
It's usually how it goes.
Yeah, it's a step in the right direction though.
Yeah. I respect that, man. Heavy.
Yeah, then we got my dad some AirPods, so he really enjoyed that.
Hey.
He was complaining about when he's working, he has to be like, he couldn't leave his laptop to take meetings and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because he had wired headphones. So yeah, he liked the gift.
Nice.
Other than that, yesterday I went to DC. Spent the whole day in DC. But there's so many people there though. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, your timing is really perfect.
Did you
Yeah.
see any mad Trump supporters in front of the White House and whatnot?
No, we didn't go near the White House, but no, I didn't see any MAGAs. I just saw a lot of Biden signs everywhere. On the drive-in, we saw some graffiti that was like, Nazi punks, get the fuck out or something.
Oh, okay.
So it's pretty welcoming.
What part of DC did you go to?
We went to the National Mall area and then Georgetown and then some wharf thing.
Yeah, the
Municipal
wharf.
wharf or something.
Yeah, I wanted to
think it's
go.
new.
I wanted to. We drove by it recently.
Yeah, it looked pretty cool. It was fun just to walk around, and then every time we would get to some neighborhood, we would just try to guess how expensive the house or rent is. We walked past some like $4 million houses in Georgetown that didn't look like $4 million. What about you, Haran? What did you do?
Didn't do anything crazy. On Thanksgiving, we went to our family friend's house and basically had Thanksgiving lunch outside, like in their backyard. Cause it was a really nice day out on Thanksgiving. If you guys didn't know, here in Nova, but yeah, we just ate outside and then watched some of the Washington football team game. Our boys ate, and then yeah, we had for dessert we had pumpkin pie, we had chocolate pie, and we had pecan pie. So yeah, I was super full by the end of the day. I did not have dinner. I was so full.
Are you a fan of those pies?
I didn't like pumpkin pie that much, but I think that's because like
Good.
at school they used to give like really shitty pumpkin pie like with the lunch
Yeah.
meal for Thanksgiving. But this pumpkin pie that I had recently was really good. And the chocolate, I always like chocolate. The chocolate pie was good, and I love pecan pie is my favorite, or pecan. But so yeah,
You are
I
a crazy
enjoyed all
bastard, but
I mean, they're all super. Well, two of them are super sweet, and I have a really big sweet tooth.
Is chocolate pie like chocolate filling in the pie? Is that how that
Basically, yeah, I think it was like
Chocolate
I think it was
mousse?
no, it wasn't chocolate mousse. It was like kind of like there's some caramel in it too. So it's like
Word.
I remember like salted caramel chocolate pie or something.
Word.
Yeah,
That sounds good.
yeah.
I also think it's a little insensitive to have the Washington football team play on Thanksgiving, considering their history.
But that's all behind them because they changed their name.
No, bro. If they still got the colors and everything, bro, like
Wait, why aren't the
that's-
Chiefs? Why aren't the Chiefs being like semi-canceled?
I don't know.
They stopped the chop block though, right?
So that's okay.
That's everything else is fine.
I just feel like maybe in Kansas City they don't really give a fuck. You know what I mean?
I guess we are the nation's
Yeah.
capital.
Yeah.
And like I guess with like Florida State, like the Seminoles, like that's kind of like, I guess that's more honorable because you're actually saying like a tribe or something. I don't know.
But also, Kansas ownership is definitely better than our ownership and our problems in our
Well,
organization.
I
so.
mean,
I honestly think like because there was backlash over the name for so long, right? But like nothing actually happened. But then when like sexual assault claims and everything like started to come around, I think like everyone's eyes were on like the organization. So like, all right, let's try to do something to cool down the situation.
I guess. Anyway, I just think it's wrong that they were playing on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I think it's the Cowboys, the Lions always play on Thanksgiving, and I'm not sure.
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
other
they're
one.
both trash.
Speaking of trash, I was gonna say, Tarun, how was your day? But I didn't want to do that. Nah, but speaking of not trash, Tarun, how was your Thanksgiving other than your Zoom meeting call friends and such?
Dude, I actually like did pretty much nothing. I mean, I hung out with my parents a little bit, I guess. Like we're watching TV together, but other than that, it felt like a normal day to me. Honestly, it felt like a Saturday because usually my weekend's on Friday, but this week it ended on Wednesday. Dude, usually I get paid on Friday, but this week I got paid on Wednesday, and I was like, oh, that's hype. They gave me extra money for Black Friday. I mean, I didn't buy anything for Black Friday, but at least it was there. But yeah, I mean, I literally didn't do anything. I think the highlight of my day was fucking around on Zoom for like 4 hours for no reason.
I think I've spent close to like 8 or 9 hours on Zoom in the last like 4 days.
Yeah, it's been a very social weekend.
Yeah. I'm down for a pause.
Dude, I was about to say that.
We had to wait. We had to Zoom today though, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Okay,
but
this is different.
like tonight there'll be no zooming.
Yeah, no.
Oh, yesterday I also made some baked mac and cheese.
Whoa, with breadcrumbs.
Oh,
Yeah, but my friend Ankit, he said he had breadcrumbs at his house, so then we didn't buy them from the store, and then we figured out that we didn't have any, and then we called his mom, and his mom was like, "Oh yeah, I threw them away because like they're old," and then so we just felt like going to the store, so we try to use regular toast and toast it, and then and like push it into crumbs, and it was ass. It was so bad.
Wait, what do you mean push it into crumbs? You could have just put it in a blender.
Push the breads together and rub them to make crumbs.
Oh. If you just put the bread in a blender, that's breadcrumbs. I'm pretty sure.
No. Oh,
Really?
maybe.
Yeah, I'm
it's like a
pretty
food
sure.
processor.
Would it
but-
solidify like
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
though?
Huh?
It solidifies like that?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure if you toast it first and then put it in.
Yeah,
so
you
that-
toast it. You definitely
yeah.
toast it.
Oh.
So- But yeah, that I'm pretty sure that's how they make breadcrumbs. So you could have done that,
Yeah.
but I mean, that's a different way to do it.
Was the mac and cheese good at least though?
Yeah. After you take the top off, the rest of the mac and cheese is good.
Why did you guys decide to cook for Thanksgiving stuff?
We started doing this last year actually, and then we try to do it every year around this time.
Wow, a tradition, huh?
A
Yeah,
2
2
year
years old.
annual tissue.
Tishin?
That's a lot of cooking for you the last couple of days, Harsha.
Yeah, I gotta take a break, man.
Harsha, do you think that when you move out, you're actually going to be cooking, or like, what do you think the ratio between you eating out and eating in is going to be?
Is it going to be like college, except you don't have home food and you have to make the home food?
I think it's gonna be 75-25 cooking versus eating out. That's the goal,
Yeah.
at least.
Yeah,
the
no,
goal,
that's a healthy
That's
amount.
yeah, I think that's yeah. I would probably want to aim there. It depends on if I meal prep on the weekends. Like if I don't, then it's over. Like I don't think I'm gonna make something specifically for that day. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
like
what you could do is just make a lot for dinner, and then for the next day, just eat that for lunch.
yeah, that is true. Yeah.
But if I work at a company where food is free, like how Ankit works at Facebook, whatever, but 100% eating out, that's crazy.
Yeah, free food is, dude. Food is such an insane expense, bruh. Like, My mom was telling me that like every time she goes to Costco, she spends like $200 basically. Fucking
Easily.
crazy.
Actually, when you move out, do you think it would just be you, or like would it be like with like a Martha, or like would it just be with like other people?
I think I wouldn't want to live by myself. Yeah, I'd probably be with someone else.
Okay, so then if you have someone else, then you can always like meal prep
Yeah.
with them. It makes it better.
I think it'd be really boring to live by yourself. But would you guys want to live by yourself in a studio or something?
Yeah, I would actually be
preferably-
scared of it.
Yeah, I preferably wouldn't, honestly.
I think I would for like a year, but it depends on where I live. Like if it's like a studio in like a bustling city, then then maybe I'd be more open to it. But if it's like I'm moving to, I don't know, like a condo near where I work and stuff, and it's like not like that, like a crazy of a place, then I would want to get a roommate or something. You know?
If for some reason I decided to like live in DC, I think I'd get a studio just because I know the area and I know friends here. But if it's a new city, I don't think I would want to live by myself initially, just because
Yeah,
I think it's a little harder to make friends.
That's true.
yeah, because like, also you're like trying to figure out like your way around the city too. So like,
Mhm.
might as well try to figure it out with someone else.
Yeah, facts.
And also, like, imagine just all the responsibilities of like everything. It's just you. Like, you don't have anybody else to like even like bounce shit off of. It's like you make every decision no matter
Christian, I
what.
feel
And
like
like
you
that
would
could be
thrive.
good. Nah,
I
bro.
think yeah.
I mean, I think maybe in like 10 years or something like that. But like right now, bro, I would not want to live by myself just because I don't know. Like even now, like I don't live by myself, but I wish I did. But I know it wouldn't be like as good. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Like
Wait,
I
but
would
I
want
mean,
to move in with a friend. You know?
what decisions are there to make when you have a place? Like it's not. Do you mean responsibilities rather than decisions?
I mean, kind of like having like all your utilities and shit. Like that's not a big
Mhm.
deal. Like paying
Yeah.
for that. It's just kind of like I don't know. I'm really paranoid when it comes to like when I'm gone. Like I don't know what's happening there, and so I guess part of that is relieved when nobody else lives there. But then part of it is like nobody's gonna tell me if something happens
Yeah.
if
I mean,
nobody's
like
there.
the chance of someone like living in your room when you're not there is very low.
Very low. You're right.
Yeah, but Christian, if you live in a studio, like you're near other apartments, aren't you? Like,
No, I get that, but like, I guess it's kind of what you're saying. Like a new place, like I definitely wouldn't.
Mm.
But like, if I was familiar with the area and like I knew people that lived like maybe not in the same building, but like in the same region, like area, then yeah, probably.
So like a studio in Blacksburg would be your kind of location.
No. But they don't have studios in Blacksburg. They have extended garages. I don't know what you're talking about.
I think the biggest problem with living alone is probably furnishing your apartment. Because if you have a roommate, you know, somebody brings a TV, somebody brings a couch, whatever. But if you have to get all that yourself, that's like massive upfront cost. But on the other side, it's like if you don't have roommates, you have to do all the like the chores. Like
But if there's
less
less
of the
people,
time.
there's less mess.
yeah,
Potentially.
yeah.
But yeah, no.
I was walking in Georgetown yesterday, and my friends were saying that Georgetown reminded them of Boston.
What?
Christian, have you been to Georgetown?
I don't think.
No.
Basically, like small houses that are like different colors and on the street.
Bro,
We should
you
go
kinda
next
just
time you
described
come.
everything.
It's pretty nice actually.
No. Do you remember Corona?
I mean, we can still walk around.
No, because that's the reason we didn't last time. Because we were gonna go. And
I mean,
then
yeah,
we
but
were
like Corona
"Oh,
just started, so
Corona."
we didn't. Yeah, but we didn't have masks at the time, or at least I didn't.
Yeah, bro. Actually, I forgot about that. When Christian came at the beginning of quarantine, basically, when everyone was moving out of tech, we went to the mall and we lived like life normally. Like we didn't realize how bad it was actually
Serious.
gonna get. Yeah,
Yeah,
like we went to the mall too. That's where everybody like touches everything. You know, like kids.
but
go
this
there,
all
like,
happened.
fucking
This all happened
gross.
before. This all happened before we like school shut down and like
Yeah,
all, like,
yeah.
more serious
This
stuff.
was what month was that?
This was
was
like
March.
March, second
March,
week of
yeah.
March, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like our extended spring break. Woohoo.
Yeah.
Yeah, we thought we'd be back in 2 weeks or something.
A big cap, bro. It's crazy. You went to your last like in-person classes like the first week of March, and then you never went back.
I can't even remember my last class experience. I don't remember what it was. I'm pretty sure we took an exam in math, right? Was that the last thing we did before? Or was that not?
No.
Oh. I can't. Yeah, I
Okay.
don't remember. Oh, I had a final in my fluids. Oh, a midterm in my fluids class, and that actually was the last thing I did. You think you would have, if you knew that was your last class, you would have done something different?
I think if I knew that I wasn't gonna be able to live my normal Blacksburg life, I would have gotten absolutely trashed for 2 weeks straight.
I would have. I don't know if I would have done this, but I would have thought about, because I had to take a test on my last day. I would have thought about drinking before.
Hey.
Yeah.
Well, you can drink now, Harsha.
Yeah, but not taking a test is it's not as fun.
I'll give
I'll
you
send,
a test.
I can send
alright.
you a test. Yeah.
A COVID test?
COVID. Drink before your COVID.
Yeah, but that class that I had a test in was at 9:30 in the morning.
Tough.
Oh, well, to just go hungover then, you know.
We would go to bottomless mimosas and then we head
Oh.
over.
Head over.
Moving past the past into the more recent past of this past week. So one of like the more more notable things that happened this week is that Maradona died. Big soccer player, you know, football as the rest of the world calls it, but obviously, no, sports aside, like he had a lot of shit going on in his life with like drugs and alcohol, and he was a
Mafia.
crazy motherfucker. Yeah,
Yeah.
like insane. But I don't remember if I overheard this in a conversation about him or somebody else, but it made me think in lieu of me having a book, because I didn't fucking read, and I apologize for that, but you know, rain check. So I guess my question was, say you idolize someone so much, right? And then I guess like what is the point of like no return as to where like you'll be like, oh shit, like I can't support them anymore. Because like it's really hard. Like I imagine like he didn't kill anybody, and like he didn't do shit like that. But and so like I guess he's not the best example, but like people that come out as like, I don't know, sex trafficking, you know, like stuff like that. Like that's the main problem I have with like Chris Brown and stuff like that. Is like, yeah, he's a great dancer and a good singer, but like
You can't gloss
I'm
over
not
his
about
past.
it. Yeah. Like, and I know that's a tough thing to do, is like, oh, like I'm sure a ton of people, you know, in like that industry do the same thing. We just don't hear about it. But like we haven't heard about it, so we can't say it for sure, you know? So like it's tough. But I guess
Mhm.
the main question is like, at what point do you think is like the limit, you know?
I think what you were saying about sex trafficking or even just being a racist, or just if that person doesn't share some of the qualities that I value, then I wouldn't be able to support him. LeBron built a school. Shout out LeBron.
Yeah, we only built one though.
Harsha, did you build a shrine underneath your LeBron poster back there? What is that?
A shrine.
It's
His
just picture
pictures?
frames. Yeah. Are there more pictures of LeBron?
No pictures of LeBron, just my friends.
Oh.
So LeBron.
My best friend.
I think this kind of falls back into that question that people ask, where it's like, do you separate a musician or athlete or whatever and his like talents or abilities from his personal life? Yes or no? And I think that's a big no. Like, I mean, if I'm going for a job interview, right, and I was arrested for some shit, right, they wouldn't separate like my coding ability from what I got arrested for, you know? So then why would we treat, although those people are like put on a pedestal and, you know, they're famous and whatever, like I think they should be treated in the same way.
Yeah, it's a tough one for me because like there's a lot of soccer players where, like they're insane on the field. Like they have like the best dribbling and like finishing ability of like all time.
But they're also insane off the field.
Yeah, also on the field they start biting people, and like being racist and stuff. And like I'm talking about Luis Suarez, who played for
Mhm.
Liverpool back in the day, and like he was my favorite player. Even like during like the first time he bit someone, the second time he bit someone, like through all that, like it just because what he did on the pitch was like no one else could like touch him. Like he was so good.
Mhm.
And I don't know. I guess I was like still kind of young, so I wasn't really taking into perspective like what he like his actions really were. Yeah, I don't know. Like as a supporter of like of an athlete, or in terms of like at least like a supporter of a team, like you support a team, you don't have to necessarily support like all the players, but like, you respect what they do for your team. So then it's like if they perform well for your team, they're scoring goals, like they're getting assists, like they're doing their part, but like they also have like this like off the pitch like drama and stuff. Like, do you just completely like shit on them, or do you still support the team, or you still like support what they're doing on the pitch?
I think there's a difference though between being a fan of a team and more Christian's question was idolizing somebody.
Yeah,
You know,
okay.
Yeah, because like you can like you were talking about Washington, like you support Washington, but you don't support their owners and the shit that they
Right.
do, you know? Which I think like I find that hard to believe. Like I don't agree with all the shit that all of the Boston owners have done and everything, but you know, for the most part, they have my support. So I don't really understand that. Like I get that that the owners are shitty and you won't change your team, but like I don't know. I find it hard to support the team because they're being owned by them. But that's a different thing. Yeah. I guess my thing's more catered to like an individual or like a group, I guess, because like yeah, we see it a lot with athletes, but I was also thinking like musicians as well, other than just like Chris Brown, because like I was thinking a hypothetical like there's like a big I don't want to call it a conspiracy theory, but there's like a minor theory out about like especially during the Black Lives Matter movement, all of the stuff that came out about like Farrakhan and all the people who were using like his speakings and like he took it like he was extreme in the other direction. Um and it's hard for me to speak about it because I don't know everything, so I don't want to say something incorrect, but basically kind of anti-Semitic and stuff like that where Kendrick in one of his songs like has a voicemail from his cousin that's talking about like Farrakhan shit or whatever on one of his albums. I don't really remember specifically where, but it's like, oh, does that mean like he condones it? It's like where's the line where you can like, stop your support and yeah. So I think it's just a really tough line for people to draw. I mean, it's different when you're younger, like you were saying, but part of like being mature is not necessarily to separate them, but to like maybe appreciate some of the things they do while understanding that they're a shitty person. Because like that's how I felt about X. Like he died and I was like, that sucks that he died at like whatever was 20, 22. But also like he was a really shitty human being. So like
Mhm.
I was upset that the artist was gone, but I was not like terribly upset that the human was gone,
I also think for like celebrities, it's tough that like they're always under people's scrutiny, and like the media's always looking at them, trying to like flip anything that they say or like any actions that they take. So like
Well, yeah, even like the D'Amelio shit that's been going around like the last like
Mhm.
few weeks. I don't know if you've been paying attention to that. Just pops up, and so I see it's just a bunch of shit about. I don't know. They have a show or something, and like the two girls were like, I don't know. They were like unappreciative, and they were getting all sorts of shit. I don't know. It's
I
not
don't
worth
even
getting
think it was
into.
that. I saw the clip and basically they were having like a dinner like talk show
Yeah,
or
and like
something.
this
Yeah.
big chef like
yeah,
cooked them a nice meal, and she like
was making like
pretended to throw up or something.
Yeah.
And
And I'm sure
I
that's for
don't
like
know.
content, you know what I mean? Or
yeah, like, well, I don't think
whatever.
like it was
Yeah,
meant to
like
be like intent like
It's
and I
just
think it was like a snail or something she was eating too. So like
yeah.
that's fair. Like I would think a snail is kind of disgusting too. I don't fucking
But
know.
like also she's Charlie's what 18, 17?
I think
Dude,
she
I
was
thought
7.
she was 16, but yeah.
I think she's like 16 or 17.
Yeah.
I thought she was, but then she had a birthday at some point, but maybe not.
Mhm.
But like and her sister is like 20 or something. Like
Yeah.
they're still young people. I mean that doesn't excuse
I mean, the thing is, the people trying to
things.
cancel them are literally just like 15-year-olds and 16-year-olds. Like,
Yeah,
it's just like
Yeah.
kids trying to cancel kids, and I mean,
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Like I think in that episode too, like Charlie said, oh, you know what? Like it'd be so cool if I hit 100 million followers in the same year that I hit 1 million followers or something, right? And then James Charles was in that episode too, and he was like, "Oh, was like 95 not enough for you?" And then she's like, "I
Yeah.
mean, but yeah, like come on, like I would think that's dope as fuck too. Like imagine going from 1 to 100, but like that's unreal. Like that's unreal
Yeah.
growth in a year." But then people were like, "Are we just numbers to you, you fucking bitch?"
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, dude. Like, fuck off. Of course, I
Kinda.
use numbers, bro. And so people unfollowed her, right? And then so she went back to like 99 million, and then the next day she hit 100 like regularly. So like it doesn't even fucking matter, dude. Like,
Yeah, cancel culture is a whole different thing, dude. It's the
Yeah.
most like cancel culture literally is like it defines how our attention span of the society is. Like we'll all be focused on one thing and like trying to cancel someone like 1 week, and the next
Yeah.
week we'll just move on to another person, and the other like
Yeah.
the one person that we're trying to cancel just goes back and being popular again.
I saw this happen a lot with Ninja, bro. Like Ninja was on the top of his game shit, like with when Drake
Fortnite.
played with him and like all that stuff. And then, I mean, to be honest, I don't like Ninja, and I think he's a little bitch. But I thought that from the get go, because he's just like, I mean, he's definitely not for me. Like he's more for, what do you call it, like younger kids. I don't know how old, but
Adolescence. indeed.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I forget what video I saw it in, but somebody was like looking at cringe tweets, and they saw Lady Gaga tweet, "Who's Ninja?" And then Ninja responded, and he said, "Ask Drake." And I thought that was so fucking cringe. Like, I don't know. That's when
Bro, Lady
that's when I
Gaga's
knew I
like
was off him.
50. Like, how the fuck
Yeah.
is she supposed to know about that?
But you already know, like, Drake was like, I fucking wish I didn't meet this guy, man. Fuck. But he came up on a bag, and he's chilling, so who cares if
100%.
he has hate?
Got bought out of his contract, right?
Yeah, man. He got 30 million
Bro.
a year, bro. That's unreal.
His name is Tyler Blevins, bro. It's just such an ugly ass name.
Dude, how the fuck did he trademark Ninja? Like, isn't there goddamn...
Enough money, dude.
Ninjas.
Like, you can
That's
just do whatever the
crazy.
fuck
That's
you want.
crazy.
Speaking of trademarks, trademarks generate income and revenue, correct? And so
We gotta get our bag.
every week we have a 45-second segment where we generate our own income and revenue. So we'll be right back. All right, fuckers, we're back. Turn has a question.
All right, yeah. So this question is about your significant other, or in finding your significant other. So, do you think that your standards can be too high?
Yes,
Why?
there's nobody.
Yeah, facts.
Nah, but for real, I mean, like, I feel like I just have high standards everywhere. So, like,
Mhm.
it's hard for people to live up to that in general. And so, I don't know. I guess it kind of goes back to what we were talking about. Like, at what point do you make that compromise? And, like, I just haven't gotten to that point, to be honest. Like, and I think that's good to an extent, but I'll eventually have to definitely cave in and accept some things that I wouldn't like one way or the other.
So, what don't you like?
Oh, nah, we don't have that much time left.
So, why don't you like women?
Damn.
We don't have that much
Go on.
time left. Ethnic people, great. Non-ethnic people, okay. Like,
It's like, what do they have to offer? Is that what you're trying to say?
yeah.
You're a man of culture. I see.
Yes, some people actually call it jungle fever, which I think is a very bad way of referring to
Yeah,
it.
it's so bad.
So I don't want to be labeled as that, but I don't know. I guess I don't want to say that, like, oh, I want to go after an ethnic female because I'm cultured, but
You're a
like,
colonizer.
yes, in the spirit of Thanksgiving, I'm gonna continue.
Christians out
But
here,
not
like,
like
Christians out here, like, if you know any pilgrims, like, set it up.
no, but I don't know. It's tough because, like, I think about it, like, in the future, like, eventually I will probably have kids, right? So I don't want them to just, see the white world, And so if you have I'm not doing it just for, like, the sake of having children that are not white. That's also kind of fucked up. But, like, being able to see things, like, you're kind of forced into seeing it from multiple areas. So
So basically, you want your kids to grow up with a more diverse,
a better
perspectives.
understanding. Yeah.
Okay. That's interesting.
Yeah.
I
I mean,
respect
I
it.
also
fuck with that, I
find
fuck with that.
ethnic girls more attractive, so
Yeah.
that also
So
helps
it
a
just
lot.
That
works.
too,
It works.
yeah.
It works.
Bet.
Yo, Haran, do you remember last night when we were playing Fishbowl?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I chose Algeria, bro. That's my new wave. Bro, Algerian girls hit different.
Bro,
How do you know about
wait.
Algerian? What do you know about Algerian
Yeah,
girls?
what you know about Algeria, bro?
Yo, shout out TikTok, bro.
You know the
You're on
Algeria
Algerian
TikTok, bro.
Dude, I'm telling you, I get thrown on the randomest niches, bro.
What about you, Harsha? What standards did you compromise for?
Oh
I did
my
it.
God.
All right, what did Abuta compromise then?
Everything.
What, isn't there an Avengers quote like that? It's like, what did we
Yeah,
lose?
what did it
Everything.
cost
What did it
What
cost
did it cost
everything?
everything? Yeah.
So Murto's, you're always been the ideal.
Like, you know when she was
Hmm?
taller?
Yeah, if I had to like think up a girl, I think she's pretty perfect just because of like mostly personality wise. Like I think we mesh pretty well.
Dude, I'm gonna cry, dude.
Shut
That
up,
was so
bitch.
soft. That was so soft.
I
Never
thought
seen
he was
like
gonna-
that.
I thought he was gonna say something funny,
Yeah, you should Harsha joke funny.
but I respect that. You know what? That could be the quote, the quote post this week.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about? I mean,
Yeah.
what about you, Haran? You think?
Yeah.
Y'all couldn't see it, but Haran made a wonderful face.
I don't know. I guess
You definitely wish Bhavna was taller.
yeah. I mean, I've mentioned that before, but like honestly, like I don't like even if she was a bit taller, like it would still feel the same. I feel like because like for me, since I'm like much
what
taller
would
than like
feel the
everyone,
same?
like just being with her, what do you
Everything.
everything. like you know, like when we're walking around and like holding hands and stuff, it's like she was like taller. Like, wouldn't like change much, honestly.
What if she was taller than you?
I mean,
Get back on
yeah,
defense.
we could get back on defense. Box out.
Bro, everything's a chase down block.
Yeah, I don't know. For me, like I care more about personality than I do about like looks really. And like Harsha said, wait, why you make a face?
You're saying Bhavna's funnier than she is?
I mean, she's not funny, but no. I mean, I was just saying like what I look for in a girl. I don't know if
What
that's
you
what we're going
value
to.
more? What you value more?
What I value more, yeah. Cause like okay, like someone like may look attractive, but like when you hear their voice or something, and like they like have a really high pitch or like really squeaky voice, like what the fuck are we gonna talk about? It's like I guess like the ability to hold a conversation with someone
Yeah.
like goes a long way for me at least, and she's always been very interesting to talk to, and she's teaching me a lot. I think I've grown as a person since I've been with her, and I think that's really important. So.
Damn, how tall are you now?
By the age of 35, Haran's gonna be like 7'8".
But yeah,
You're
I
gonna
think
have to
like
get a casket and a half by the time he dies.
the ability to like better yourselves and like your significant other like while being together, I think that's really important in a relationship. And yeah, everyone should try to find that.
So how do you help her?
I try to since I've been with her, she's been like less stressed out. I think I've like helped her like relax, you know.
That doesn't make sense.
Dude, we should
I'm a
actually get them
relaxing
both
guy.
on and have this exact same conversation, except with them. Like me and Christian.
And
could
see how
do
the
that.
answers differ?
Yeah, see how the answers differ.
Yeah.
Oh, it'll be 100% different.
Yeah.
I think one of the big thing is like if you're with somebody, you shouldn't ever be bored of them or bored with them. Like I think like time flies when you're with someone that you really like. So I think that's really important too.
True. Yeah. That's.
I don't wish Amrita was taller though. I think she's good height. She could be shorter too, honestly.
And you know, that's easier to do than making her taller, you know? All right. Open space. No judgment. No lashback. This is a safe space.
Is it
No,
is
this
it
is one-
backlash?
What did he say? Flashback?
Yeah, like
Oh.
flashback.
Flashback.
Anyway, that
Don't give us back our lash, bro.
so no repercussions. What's one thing you would change, or that you don't like about your significant other? Like, this is like completely free zone. Like, they can't bring this up to you.
Wait, they didn't sign
can't-
off on
Oh,
this.
they don't listen anyways.
Exactly.
And before they say some shit like, I wish she was less beautiful so I'm not as ugly in comparison or some shit. Is
I
that what you're
think-
thinking?
fuck that, bro.
I think, you know, like the saying, like making mountains out of molehills.
Yeah, what does it
Like-
mean
Ye-
though?
Basically
like
just
an
like
exaggeration.
exaggeration, like overreacting to like a situation kind of thing.
Mhm.
I feel like I don't like saying this.
Okay, you've said enough. We get it.
Yeah. I mean, but I've told her that, and like she tries to work on it too.
This is unrelated, but I saw a TikTok the other day that was like, if when I'm older, my kids don't get bullied for their mom being a MILF, I did something wrong.
Yeah, I saw that. And it was a girl who made it too.
Oh, really? I didn't
Yeah.
know that part. I think it's pretty similar to what Haran said. Just, I think I think Amrita gets a little bit more.
You're going 2 for 1, 2 for 1.
Harsha speaks for both of them.
I think she gets a little bit too stressed out at situations where a clear and calm mind would solve it.
A practical person.
Yeah, and also, oh damn! Also, when
Damn, you got
Harsha's
excited.
got a laundry
Got
list.
excited.
like when she
Like, fuck yeah, let's go.
when a problem is presented to me, I try to find solutions, but sometimes I'm more supposed to just have their feelings, like just reciprocate their feelings and like
I
just
see. Yeah.
be a listening tool for them, as opposed to just trying to find a solution to fix it at like upfront.
You're tired
So
I
of
don't know if
that's
that
a-
made any sense.
That's a more of a two-way thing than,
Mhm.
I got that. Okay, so these are things that are already known, so it's not like you're bringing shit out of nowhere. So this
No.
is
Yeah.
not a
Oh, we can do that too.
oh no. We're not getting anybody in trouble like that. But we'll let the silent one go now. Tarun, what's your take?
Oh yeah, Bhavin is a
on-
Cowboys fan. I don't know if Haran likes that.
That's a very good point, honestly.
Tarun, why don't you like women?
So back to the original question. What was it? Can your standard?
Why don't
standards
you
be
like
too
women?
high? No.
Yeah.
Were you asking what your own question was?
Yeah, I forgot. We went all over the place. Yes, I think they can. I think. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to beat a dead horse, but I feel the exact same way as you guys. In that if you can't text well, even not even just like I think on FaceTime it's easier to hold a conversation, but if you can't text well, which is most of my communication nowadays, it's just so fucking boring. Like, it's hard to be attracted to someone who it feels like you're talking to a brick wall. You know what I mean? Like, there's times on dating apps or whatever, where like you'd say like, "Oh, how's your day?" and they wouldn't even say like, "Oh, how about you?" back. You know what I mean? Like, that's such a
What did you say? Good. That's the end of the conversation.
yeah, it's like, good. I
Wow,
went to class.
Gabe.
Yeah, good. I went to class. Like, man, what the fuck am I supposed to do with that, bro? Talking about making a conversation, dog.
Then how do you like for like those dating apps? Like, how do you draw the line of like if you're trying to like initiate the conversation? How do you draw the line of like trying too hard? You know?
3 strikes you out.
Well, to be fair, I think all of the times that it's worked out pretty well, it's like super natural, like almost as if I talked to that person like for months before, you know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
And that's just like that's just like a compatibility test, honestly. Like honestly, like sometimes it'll work out where it feels like I'm talking to you guys almost, which is fucking, it's hype. Like it's
So
it's
your
really
standards are
entertaining.
us.
Yeah, I would
Love
I would
that.
change that very fast.
But you guys get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I think that's a big test. Is like if it feels natural, if it feels. I think most people can tell when it feels right with somebody. So
Yeah, going off that, like, Harsha, this is more directed at you, but I don't understand how the fuck people just talk just all day long, like every day. I mean, like, there's just, I don't think, even if like I'm totally invested in the person, like I just don't see like how I can do that, because then by the end of the day, when like everybody's done with everything, like there's nothing else like to talk about. Like you've already said everything. So like when you're like, you might do something together, I guess, but like I would get so like, I get tired of people pretty easily in general, but like that would just like, it's over. Like it's just so, I don't know, menial, I guess.
Yeah, I'm thinking like more recently, or maybe like past 1 or 2 years, we don't text as much as we call.
Yeah.
I think we just, yeah, it's more like texting is just
Updates.
about like normal stuff, but like we don't really, or something important, but we just call more to talk about, just talk normally or converse.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah,
I think in the
Yeah.
beginning we texted more, but
yeah, I've always been like, I've always preferred talking like on video call more than like texting. Just because I feel like it's just easier to have the conversation that way, especially because like if you have the other person's attention the whole time, like, you don't have to like worry about like like 15 minutes like responses and stuff.
yeah, that's a big problem. I mean, it's not a big problem. It's like a thing I've been facing, because it's like during work I want to respond, but I would know I need to finish this, and then I'll like finish it, and then I'll just forget to respond, and then I'll respond like an hour later, and then the next response is like another hour later, and it's like, I don't know, it's just not ideal. Like it's not the same as in college, I feel like.
Yeah.
For me personally. And also that too, like college, there's so much more going on. At work, it's just like I'm working.
Yeah, like the
I'm
content of the
working,
conversation kind of like
Mhm.
like it's kind of dead.
Yeah.
sometimes. I agree.
yeah. Working from home has been nice though. We usually just call during work now.
True, that's nice.
I also hate the like, not like necessity, but I don't even know if it's an expectation for some people, but like the desire to get an immediate response through text. Like I don't feel like you, if you text somebody, you should expect them to respond. Like if it's the middle of the day, like I don't feel like you should expect them to respond immediately. Like I know when I get messages like in the middle of the day, also definitely depends who it's from, but no, like seriously,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
if somebody in my family texted me, like I literally this week took 3 days to respond because I just didn't feel like it. But yeah, I usually, like if I'm not doing anything, I will probably wait like 5 minutes to respond, but if I'm in the middle of something, like I might get to you in like an hour, or it could be like 4 hours. Like I just, like I guess that's more of a personal thing, but I just don't, like I guess that's the point of video calls and like just calling, is like it's definitely like you have time set aside, and like you know that you're gonna be able to have like a full conversation. So I think that's definitely a lot better. Speaking of setting aside time, we each had our goals this week. Fuck you, Haran. Go ahead.
Wait, why?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
He wants to.
Pause. Yeah, my goal this week was to play the piano more, which I didn't do, but I had a good excuse because I actually spent a lot of time with my family this past week. Because
So
I don't
what's
think
your
I mentioned.
good
I don't think
excuse?
I mentioned on the podcast, but I was supposed to go to Florida this past week. To go like to spend Thanksgiving with at my cousin's place in Tampa. But like due to like the severity of COVID like really going up in the last like month essentially, and Florida's also like not great in terms of COVID cases. So yeah, we decided to cancel the trip like a couple of weeks ago. So but my parents already had taken off work, so we decided to just do like some like day trips here. So we went to Occoquan on Monday and like walked around the town, and we had brunch there outside. And then on Tuesday we walked where did we go? We went to lunch in like like Capitol Hill like area, and then we went to like Eastern Market. So like it was like just 2 days, like 2 days, like where we just got out and like spent time with the family, which hadn't happened like in a long time. So that was nice. But yeah, like I've been spending time with my family most of this week, so I didn't really have much time to myself or to play piano. But next week when everything like settles down and like everyone goes back to work and I'll be doing absolutely nothing, I can start playing. I can start playing again. But yeah. How about you, Harsha? I think you already touched on it earlier in the episode. But
Yeah, my goal was to help around the house, especially on Thanksgiving, which I did. My other goal was to figure out where to donate money that Capital One was giving me for Giving Tuesday, which is next Tuesday. I think I decided I want to donate to like a local food bank. Just got to figure out where and how and do that stuff this week probably.
Did you figure out if you have 1 or 2 trees at your house?
I do have 2. Yeah,
Okay.
one on the side and one in the front.
Tarun, how many trees do you have at your house?
Honestly, we got a lot of trees in the back. Probably like
No, in the front.
oh, in the
did you
front.
have to rake? Did you have to rake the leaves?
No, we never rake out here. They just fall, and we're like, okay.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I don't actually remember. Okay, I mean, I remember raking our backyard like when we first got the house, but after that, we never raked the front. Like yeah. I mean, I mean, we don't have a sidewalk on our side of the thing, so I don't know if that makes a difference if you have to rake, but yeah, I don't know.
True.
Unless my dad has been doing it secretly or something.
No one knows.
Yeah.
He gets up like at like 4 in the morning.
But what about your goals?
My goal was to read halfway through my book, and I got way past that. I'm at like 300 out of 370 pages now. I was actually trying to finish it this week, but we zoomed a lot more than I thought we were going to yesterday and stuff. So, but that was a good excuse. And then my other thing was I wanted to design some or just figure out prints to put on my wall, like above my desk in that room. And I made one, but I'm not gonna print that one probably. But yeah, I guess I'll continue with that and finish the book. I really need to figure out what to read next because I have nothing on my list. I kind of want to read another like I guess like self-help book. So if anyone has any suggestions, please leave it in the comments. Please. Please. Please comment. Christian?
Yeah, so God. This week I was supposed to work on music. Haven't done that for a variety of issues. And
Oh, what
other
issues,
things.
Christian?
Hey man, just business things, like I
business?
can't really bring them up, but it's just really frustrating. I was doing some of my work this week. I had to postpone like 3 fucking days of I don't know. Anyway, and then the same I don't want to call it an excuse, but the same reasoning behind what Tarun was saying. There's a lot of social interaction, which is
Hey, that was your goal a couple weeks ago, though.
yeah, but that was a couple weeks ago.
It's a new week.
Nah, but like to go from like 0 to like 200 like that was a lot. So yeah, I'll be in my hole, but also I had some car issues this week, so that kind of dominated my a lot of my time trying to figure that shit out. So yeah, I don't remember. I think my other goal was to be like generally productive, which kind of worked, and this kind of ties in what I want to do for like next week, where I want to set myself like a specific time to work during the week, like a 9 to 5, so that I'm getting up normally and that I don't feel bad for not doing work like later at night, and so that I've already done it during the day. So that is probably my goal next weekend, to do the music more.
Nice.
Popcorn Harsha.
Yeah, so other than donating to a food bank, I'm trying to think of a goal. I'll play the piano this week, or
Oh,
try to.
Trying to fight, bro?
No, just play the piano. But yeah, it kind of sucks because after this break, we have, I think, 3 or 4 weeks of just straight working until Christmas. So there's going to be a lot. Yeah, it's going to be pretty boring, but that's not a goal. That's just life, right? Tarun?
Yeah, for me, this week in my notes app, I wrote sort of some goals of stuff I want to accomplish, like really long term. So like in the next like 2 or 3 years. But basically, I don't really know how to start a lot of them. So I'm gonna try to see if I can. I use this like this app thing called Notion. It's like a productivity app. It's like a I don't even know. It's kind of like an all in one like organizer, productivity, all this BS. Like we use it for the podcast to schedule our stuff and upload our recordings to there so Christian can edit and whatever. But basically, I want to take those ideas and try to plan out like maybe like monthly stuff that I can do for each one. But we'll see how that goes. It's probably a lot of work, but I think if I just start, then it'll be okay. And finish my book. But yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna continue my goal from this past week because I guess I never really did it this week, and also I still have to plan out my rest of my courses for my time at Stanford, which I've been putting off. So I'm gonna just sit down and get that done. Like my problem is they don't really have a course map like they did for like some of like my major, at least at tech, which like kind of like said what exactly I had to take. So I guess I have too much freedom now. I guess at tech I was complaining like, oh, why am I taking these bullshit courses? Like I wish I had more freedom in my courses, but now I have too much freedom. So like to the point where like I don't know what I should be taking.
Well,
So
do you have like a counselor or somebody?
yeah, I have an advisor, but like he said, just fill out your list and then like come to me and then we'll talk about it. But then I was like, why don't
What
we
the
just,
fuck
like...
is the point of that?
Yeah, I was like, why don't you just tell me what I should be taking?
Dude, I feel like I've never had a good advisor, bro. They're always like trying to scheme their way out of work. I always feel like that, dude.
Yeah, so that's gonna be my goal for the week. Get that done.
Damn, even Stanford advisors, bro.
I mean, like they're nice. My advisor is my teacher in one of my classes.
Oh.
He's a good teacher. We'll see how he is as an advisor.
Oh, I'd like to give a quick update on one of my things. I don't know. I don't think it was a goal. It was just my account got deleted. The account that I was trying to get back. So I'm currently, I wouldn't say I'm fighting with Instagram, but I'm sending multiple strongly worded emails to them.
Wait, so if your
So,
account got deleted, can you not make a new one with that same at?
Nope.
Fuck.
I can't use the same email that was associated with that account either.
Yeah, that's a little
So even with a new email, you
Oh.
can't make a new the same at?
I could, but with a different at.
Oh,
that'd be a completely different account.
So there is a way to recover it, but they have to like, they said I violated the TOS again, which doesn't make any fucking sense. So
Did someone in Instagram have a personal vendetta against you?
dude, literally,
who have
what
you
the
wronged?
fuck did
Dude,
I do, bro?
Did you
It's
like
fucking
upload
Ankit.
porn
He's
or
just
some
fucking
shit,
with
bro?
me,
What did you do?
dude. Fucking, I wish, because then I would know what I did
Probably
wrong.
some beef.
But like,
There's probably some beef from War Memorial, bro.
Maybe
Someone
they're
took too
saying
personal.
that,
dude.
maybe they're saying that your music is so good, it's like porn. So
It's
they're-
like porn.
Why they always
It's
send
like
a
music
porn?
porn. How
Yeah.
did those accounts, do
No.
those accounts still exist? You know, like they have like dog porn and they post like cute dogs. You know what I'm talking about? It's like super sus though.
No,
What? Like I think it started with like food porn, but
yeah, I don't scouse dog porn. So, yeah, I hope that was a great ending to this episode. Definitely not going to be the title of this episode, though.
Dog porn.
Yeah, no. Hope you all had a great week. Happy December.
Fuck.
We're getting closer and closer to Christmas, and we're getting
Fuck.
closer and closer to 2021,
Fuck.
which, you know, it can't be this bad, right? I mean, right?
Oh shit! I just came up with a good idea.
Okay.
We should do like a random like generate between the four of us to see like who gets who gifts, and then we can all do like a gift opening on when we record our podcast near Christmas.
I'm down for that.
A Secret
good
Santa
idea.
thing.
Yeah, basically.
But who'll yeah, okay.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
We'll solidify the plan and then come
Or
back.
we'll just
back
get
to you
somebody
guys.
else to do it. We'll get somebody else to do the random thing and then tell us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good
I
idea.
also think we should do one drunk podcast before,
Oh,
like maybe around.
you
the
haven't been
Christmas
doing
holiday.
all of
only
these
if they
drunk?
smash the like target.
Wait, wait, that's a good idea for
On
the New
Instagram.
Year's one. Like, when is New Year's? Like, what day?
You know, December
Uh,
31st and January
yeah.
1st, like every year.
Such a prick. Basically, I'm saying on New Year's we should release a drunk podcast.
Sure.
Yeah, so we'll figure that out more next week. We'll have a solidified goal plan thing.
Mhm.
But yeah, that will hopefully be coming around New Year's time.
Mhm.
But yeah, that's about as much time as we got for today. We hope you guys enjoyed.
Mhm.
You know, shout out everybody keeping up with us and
Yeah, be sure to
listening
like
all the episodes.
like and subscribe. Yep.
Like, subscribe, comment, favorite, upvote,
Follow,
Tell your
donate.
friends.
donate.
PayPal me, you know,
We can make a Cash App if you would like Cash App. We
bro,
can make a Cash App.
if you want to subscribe on OnlyFans, we will make one. That's all I think we got for 35. So appreciate you guys hanging around, and we'll catch you guys next week with a super dope guest. All right.
Bye.
Peace.
Bye.